Setting the right exposure time is very important in order to get high quality of ATOS measurement data and to work efficiently. Especially for complex objects, which might require several exposure times, this can be a challenging task for users. This means that sufficient measurement experience and time is needed because the exposure time had to be set manually until now. Once for the surface measurement and once for the reference points. In V8 SR1, 3 different modes for the automatic exposure time computation exist. They are based on the same main principle. First, a sequence of snapshots is taken, and the gray values are analyzed in all pictures. Then, the right exposure time and the number of needed exposure times are calculated. This is done for the surface measurement and the reference point measurement. The first of the 3 methods is the spot mode. This mode is applicable for small measuring objects with single color, which require only 1 exposure time. Another mode is the matrix mode, which is developed for complex objects with a higher dynamic of gray values. Complex objects often require more than 1 exposure time, and the setting can be difficult for the user. The cut mode is only available for a VMR surrounding with existing cut model. It is explained in combination with the VMR workflows in the corresponding automation part of the What's New documentation. The cut mode is a specialization of the matrix mode as it uses the virtual camera image and the CAD for the elimination of the background and the fixture. At last, the manual setting of the exposure time is still possible as before. Using the spot mode, a small area in the center of the live view is analyzed by default. The size of the spot is 5% of the width of the live view. As an alternative, a user-defined area can be determined by using Ctrl and left mouse button in the live view. The spot mode always calculates only 1 exposure time, since this is expected as sufficient for simple measuring objects. The time is optimally determined for the majority of the gray values in the spot. In that way, most of the object can be scanned and only small areas may be overexposed. The spot mode can be executed by a single click on the corresponding button in the live view. The resulting exposure time is shown for a short time afterwards. As explained, the spot can be manually placed by Ctrl and left mouse button. The matrix mode uses 80% of the live view. This is indicated by a rectangular overlay in the live view. It is expected that this area contains the necessary information for the calculations. Furthermore, areas outside the measuring volume are not used. The function lays a matrix over the image and evaluates the gray values of the image. The matrix mode can be used for more complex objects. As a consequence, multiple exposure times are calculated, but only if more than 1 exposure time is really needed. This depends on the properties of the object, for example if dark and bright areas exist. Now I would like to demonstrate the use of the matrix mode. The matrix mode is applied similar to the spot mode. In this case, 2 exposure times are determined. This is needed because of the reflections on the object. The second exposure time is also applicable for the locating surface of the object. In consequence, the locating surface will also be captured in this example. The result is a scan with good quality and can be seen in the 3D view. In conclusion, the automatic computation of exposure times ensures high quality of the measurement data and simplifies the usage of ATOS significantly.